Hi, my name is Miss Iffy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment and share it with your family and friends who like shows like this. Today I'm going to discuss the new episode of Put a Ring on It, Season 4, Episode 1. I'll be doing recapping and reviewing. Put a Ring on It is a reality romance show where couples have been together a long time and one of the couple wants to get married. So basically one part of the couple wants to get married, the other part is delaying it for whatever reason. And the progress is about them going dates with other singles, discussing about their insecurities, the end of the series, the end of the experiment, they will decide whether to get married or not. They have a new coach and her name is Dr. Stacey Johnson. She's absolutely lovely. I am all for it. She just seems like right up my alley type of person. She tells it like it is. She calls them on their bullshit and she communicates the way they understand and are used to be communicated with. Yeah, they used to be communicated by people who told them as it is. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about her. I mean, I can't say anything bad about the last doctor. She was a lovely lady. She was a lot more reserved and calm and got her point across. But I felt like they weren't listening to her because the past guests weren't used to that type of style. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. She's already called Dunbar and Chance on their bullshit on the first episode. So I was like, come on, Dr. Stacey, say it. Say exactly what we're all thinking as an audience. So let me tell you about there's three couples. So the first couple is Dunbar and Chance. When their name comes on a screen in a confession room, it actually says Chance and Dunbar. And the reason is that because he's the one who's giving her the ultimatum to get married. He wants to get married. She just doesn't want to get married right now. They have been together a year. One thing she said, he's an ex-football player. Football meaning American football. That's what we call it. Rest of the world. No shade. I only know one football. And that's the one that you play with your feet. Anyway, yeah, so he's an ex-American football player. They met on a night out at a bar in Miami or a party or whatever it was. And on their first date, she actually got sick. And he ended up buying her flowers and stuff and sending it to the hospital. And she had a health problem. And yeah, they seem to tell us that they're in love. They also seem to tell us that he's in control of the relationship. And she is the alpha male, according to her. Unfortunately, the actions doesn't match. What was it saying? All talk, no game? Or was it no balls? Yeah, on a serious level. It's just these two are chalk and cheese. Ideally, she's a pretty lady. It's a shame they didn't tell us how old they are. I definitely thought she was in her late 30s, but I might be wrong. I'm only saying that because the guy that she went on a date with was 31. And Dunbar's definitely in his mid-40s onwards. So this couple have this idea of that how he wants a submissive wife. He wants a housewife, basically. Somebody who's going to do his cooking, his cleaning. As soon as he comes, he wants his shoes to be taken and his feet to be massaged. his favourite dinner on the table. I mean, I'm not sure what fantasy has he been watching. Because those days are over, boy. Somebody needs to tell him to wake up. That's not how life works, especially not in a Western world. You cannot have that lifestyle living in the Western world. It's far too paced lifestyle. Not real. Gav, seriously, get a grip. Okay? He wants a housewife. Unfortunately, she's not it. She more cares about being at the bar. That's exactly her words. Not to the content there. But she did say, I want to pop a baby and go to the nightclub. Which is not possible. Any mothers out there knows that is not cutting it off. No girl. I think she was only joking. But yeah, she's not good at cooking or cleaning either. That's not her style. So I feel like he wants a trophy wife. I call it handbag. He wants a handbag. She's definitely a handbag. Right? He wants to turn a handbag into a housewife, but it's not going to happen. Absolutely not in these two. No. He wants to obviously have kids. No, it doesn't say much. What is so funny is that her father raised her. So, and she did say she likes to lead. She likes to be in control. So, are two alpha male in a relationship going to work? Absolutely not. And also, these two really, really turned me off with this. I don't know what is wrong with these American shows, especially that is own television. They are appealing to a certain audience. Yet 2 minutes into the damn thing, we're also throwing the word king and queens there. Like, my king, my queen. Jesus, mate. You're not in an African village, okay? Your idea of a king and queen, that's not the definition of it. And when you're living in Western lifestyle, that ain't gonna cut. I mean, what are you gonna provide on the table? If you want to be treated like a king, I expect it to have bloody maids, okay? You're gonna pay. I mean, the whole content is just having a king is like, yeah, you're a housewife. And if he wants the king of that king treatment, you better bloody get me a housekeeper so she can do the work. And I can serve you when you come at home. Jesus, man. People, hey. Anyway, she goes on a date. These two just made me laugh. She goes on a date with this 31-year-old guy. The guy comes and knocks their home, and he tells the guy, straight away he insults him. And you can tell that is not a king's behavior. When a guest comes to your house as a king, that's not how you speak to people. Like, you contradicting yourself and saying, I'm a king, I'm a lion. Dude. Oh, yeah, I think he's been watching Welcome to America with Eddie Murphy. I'm sure that movie was like late 90s. Time has passed. I remember it was just a movie. But anyway, back to Dunbar. This young man comes to their house and says, and he's already insulting him. And then he decides to, these two love putting a show on for us. Yeah, they like to be seen the perfect couple from everything. Everything. Their confession room is a joke. Everything else is a joke to them. They send in this image, which we know that's not true because we'll find out later on in the series how messed up their relationship is. So he starts asking, says, let's say a prayer before. Oh, the thing about their relationship being show off, he starts putting her shoes on and tells the young man, this is how you meant to treat my queen. I'm sure that's not what he does behind closed doors. But anyway, we'll let that pass. And then he starts saying a prayer before they leave, which I thought was really cute, until the end of the prayer when he started insulting the young man, saying the same hands that prayed for you is going to whip you if you don't treat my queen right. What you should be really concerned more about, telling his woman and setting up boundaries regarding about them dating other singles to find out what's missing from their relationship. That is what he should really be concentrating. Like, I'm sure he's 48 or something, instead of talking to 31-year-old man like that. But each to their own, right? And then also tells the young man to bring him some pork chops from the day. And the guy was full because he did it. But anyway, enough about them. Let's go to our second couple, Jashar and Joya. Jashar and Joya have been together 2 years, and he's laid back. He doesn't want to get married yet. She wants to get married and have kids. I must say, she's got a banging body, very pretty again. Chance is very beautiful too. Very, very, very. I mean, I'm all down for her, except I got turned off when she went on a date. They've been together and their problems that she wants to get married. He doesn't want to. He wants to travel the world and start family later on. And she feels like the clock's ticking. You could travel and have family and focus on everything else in life. You know, I don't get when people say, oh, I'm going to concentrate on one thing. Listen, stop concentrating on one thing. Because before you know it, you're going to look back and think, oh shit, now I've got nothing to show for the world. You can do it all. Okay? Yeah, I can have your kids and grow with it. But make sure if you're having kids, please, that you're in a safe place in life and that you have a kid with the right person. But I'm just saying, okay? It's your decision, it's your body. But anyway, so this guy comes, takes her on a date. I believe she's in her late 30s, which explains why she wants to have a kid. She goes on a date with this 48-year-old. He was very funny. Well, she thought his jokes were funny. Now, I didn't think a 48 years old man who's got 4 kids, he said, should speak like that. He was very much 21-year-old jokes, 21-year-old flirting, things like, oh yeah, well, our dates. What did you say? Yeah, she was like, I love traveling, and then he's like, yeah, we can do all those things, you know. We can do it. And I thought, oh God, mate, you're just on a date at 48. Come with a better conversation about. And you wonder why you're single at 48, my man. Unless you're the actor that they hire, which will not surprise me in this TV show. I've seen many things on this TV show, so yeah. Nothing surprised me, but yeah, he was whack. She thought he was funny, even when he was insulting her partner, which she should have stopped it. But she loved that attention, which maybe explains why Jashar doesn't want to marry yet. She come across like she was really enjoying the flirtation and the attention she got. Which is nothing's wrong with it. But it was when she went back home and start telling, which is good, but it's the way she told him about it. It was just like, I want to have a one-up on you kind of style. She told him, you know, her date had like a little cramp here, so she kind of like wiped it off. It's like she wanted a reaction from her partner, which is really sad. And then she was like, oh, if you do that to a girl. No, he asked her, do you think you'd be okay if I did that to a girl? And she was like, no. You know what, there's no way I'm going to accept that. That's a stranger to you. Oh, the double standard on this relationship. And then she tells him that how the guy kissed her hand. Again, that was, oh. Yeah, she just wanted reaction from him. And he didn't give it to her, which I'll say well done to him. And she was like, oh, if you give a girl on a date, any of these girls that you're going to be going on dates, you kiss their hands, you know I'm going to be angry and all this nonsense. But yeah, would love to know what they. Oh, turns up she does have a child. She's got an 11-year-old child. Yeah, so I didn't get the whole reason of rushing, even though as a woman, our clock's ticking. It's understandable, but I think these two needs to get their priority right before they have, which is what the whole show is about, before they decide to go their separate way or get married. Now, oh, Catherine. Oh, Catherine. I just want to know. Oh, Catherine. Oh, where is Catherine's family and friends? Anyway, so the final couple are Ricky and Catherine. So Catherine and Ricky have been dating for 2 years. They've known each other for 10 years. Oh gosh. Catherine wants to get married and have children, while Ricky does not, because he just came out from a marriage. And his excuses to her is like, I don't want to fail again. So I think he hasn't dealt with his issues on the failure of his marriage, which had infidelity. He has not dealt with that, and he has a kid from that previous marriage. So he needs to really solve that before he jumps into a relationship with Catherine. But Catherine is the home girl, okay? And I reckon she would accept him. She's probably going to be one of those women who's going to be there, and he's always going to knock the door and she'll open the door. Because Catherine came on national TV looking like a mess. Damn, she went on a date looking like a mess. So that is their issue. She wants to get married, he doesn't. Catherine went on a date. Oh, their backstory. They've known each other for 10 years. So they dated in the past. They were dating for a short period. They were dating, and one of her parents or grandparents got sick, so she had to move state to go and look after them. And he didn't want to do long distance relationships, so they kind of faded away from their relationship. And then now, 10 years later, or 8 years later, they got together. Girl, you needed to make sure that man healed, because within that 10 years, he went to get married, dated somebody, got married to somebody, had a kid with somebody. And she just got divorced, and then just jumped ship with him without even realizing. And now she's like, I want to get married and have a kid. How you start is how you finish. And I'm not saying she was anything. It's just you needed to make sure that he healed, if that's what you're ready to do. And he's not, unfortunately. So the mess. She goes on a date with this guy. And when I looked out of all the other couples, the other made an effort to go out on a proper date. Catherine was dressed up like she was just off to the gym. A legging and a gym top. That's what she was wearing. I was like, ugh, and no bra. I was like, girl, where are you off to looking like that? Seriously. I thought, okay, maybe. Straight away when I saw her, and her date was even worse. That just explained it to me. He was wearing a hoodie and a tracksuit bottom, and I was like, oh, this is just not it. It is not it. National TV? Come on. I thought, okay. Straight away when I thought, I was like, oh, yeah, they're off to exercise class. Perfect. Yeah? That's why I was like, oh, they must be going to the gym. going to the gym is a cool day. But turns out they were actually going to a restaurant and have lunch. Or dining area, but still, that was just not it. So I'm really, really excited about this. So after all the three females went, all the couples came to sit down with Dr. Stacey Johnson, and she asked Chance how's her date and what Dunbar was like. So she explains how Dunbar straight away started insulting the guy and, you know, asking the guy to go in and bring him a ribs from the date. And then she was like, oh, from that thing, I just didn't like the guy. And then Dr. Stacey Johnson asked her, she was like, don't you think that was controlling? Don't you think he controlled your date by putting on your mind and disrespecting the guy like that in front of you? You already had that guy had no chance at all. And she was like, no, he's not controlling. And everybody in the cast agreed that was a controlling behavior. So she asked her, she was like, are you looking for a father? Because that's how a father behaves. Yeah. And that's how it ended. So, but the trailer for the rest of the season looks amazing. I think Dunbar will learn from this experience and grow. I'm not sure if Chance will. But yeah. Thank you very much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment. Thank you very much. Bye. See you next week.